was a famous book that came out in the early 1970s called Commitment and Community by Rosabeth Moss-Kanter, who's a professor at Harvard University. And she did this book as her dissertation at Harvard Business School to look at communal societies and how they successfully negotiated, day-to-day living operations, getting people on board with projects, creating consensus. And so she says, she looks at, I think, 60 or 80 different communities, and she's trying to come up with a measure of success. What's the metric for a successful community? And so she says, look, most people who start an intentional community, the communes are very, very short-lived. 1 year, 2 years, things fall apart very, very quickly. And so for her, the success measure is whether or not a community has lasted 15 years. And so in her study, successful communes, 15 years or longer. And unsuccessful, well, if they make it to 13, they're still unsuccessful. But you guys are at year 14.
Yes, we are.
In terms of being communal. And so you are very close to hitting Kanter's metric of, well, if she were to evaluate you, she'd have to say, okay, you're a successful community. How are you doing your decision-making? What is making you successful? And then I would say what's funny is, compared to what Kanter creates is like, the success recipe, you are breaking every rule.